Good afternoon. Mike Wright here with you again from Shady Oaks, hole number 1. And I'm with our assistant professional, Jordan Marlow here. And today we're going to talk a little bit about bunker etiquette and how to leave the bunker as nice as you possibly can for the groups that come play behind you. What inspired this video was I have noticed some very sloppy bunker raking, and I've noticed some discourteous activity on the golf course. As an example, I have seen a person literally hit 3 practice bunker shots out of a bunker and literally walk out of the bunker and not rake it, and then go to another bunker on the same hole and hit 2 more and walk right out and not rake it. Immediately after I saw that, I went and raked that bunker. But that's the kind of activity that we need to try to improve on. So right now Jordan Marlow is going to go in and hit a bunker shot for you. Totally expect it to be a great bunker shot. Notice how he digs his feet in. Very good. All right, now just notice how sloppily he rakes this bunker on his way out. Kind of barely got his pitch mark, hardly got his feet, and then he walked out on a different line, just dragging the rake behind him, still leaving some footprints. There's a great chance that a ball could land in one of those footprints or even the old divot from hitting the shot. So I'm just trying to encourage everyone to be as courteous to your fellow members as we possibly can, and try to leave the bunker correctly the same way. Now, if you don't mind, Jordan, will you go ahead and clean that up and show them the correct way to rake out of the bunker, the correct way to exit a bunker when raking yourself out, and again going back down to the low side. See how much nicer he's leaving it this time, and he's going right over his footprints that he had going in, and he's looking at what's ahead of him. He's not just dragging that rake behind him. Most amateurs are trying to hit bunker shots like they've learned from the Golf Digest or the Golf Channel, and methods that have been taught by pros and good playing amateurs that have spent a lot of time as a child in the bunker. And they're taught to open their feet a few degrees, open the club face, swing parallel along your line, and hit roughly an inch behind the ball. That's hard to do if you haven't spent your life hitting bunker shots. It's kind of comical among club pros that one of the biggest topics is bunkers and complaining about how hard they are. I don't mean to be derogatory towards anyone, but that's at every club. And there's a reason for that. It's because people don't spend much time practicing in the bunkers. And the method is hard, and it's taught basically for professionals. So real quickly, I'm going to try to show you a little different method for hitting bunker shots. It's not for everybody, but if you have a real hard time in bunkers, this might be an easier method, okay? So what I'm going to do is I've got Jordan right here, and I'm going to draw a line on the ground, and I'm going to ask him to try to hit as close to that line as he possibly can. I'm going to tell him not to open his stance, but to keep his stance square. And imagine that he's going about an inch under a ball if a ball were sitting there. So I'm just going to ask him to do that a couple times and see where he hits relative to that line. Okay, so notice how far ahead of the line he hit on that first one. So now I'm going to ask him to do it a couple more times for me and see where he hits. Pretty close to the same spot, so one more time. Just his natural swing, he's trying to hit the line, but he can't hit the line. Okay, so in his instance, he hits about 3 or 4 inches in front of the ball. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ball where he hits the ground naturally. Okay, so now I'm going to put the ball on the line. I'm telling him to keep the club face totally square, keep the feet totally square. I'm going to ask him to go an inch under the ball, starting at that line, that natural line. And now this is the big difference. I'm going to ask him to go ahead and throw the sand up in the air, like he's throwing the ball up in the air. This is as if you reach down to pick up a ball and you just tossed it out. I'm just trying to get him to get that feeling with his club head, just like it's his hand reaching down and throwing the ball out. So go ahead and put the ball next to the line there for us, Jordan. Okay. So the quick term here is square feet, square club face. We're trying to hit an inch behind the ball and throw the sand out. 1 inch behind, 1 inch under, and throw the sand up in the air. Club face square. That happened to be better than the other ones hit the traditional way. So good going. I hope that helps you. It's a really simple method. It's called just stay in square, inch behind, inch under, and throw the sand out. Thank you. We'll see you next time.